Nintendo has had a bit of a rough transition into 3D. Nintendo has had a history of choosing fine crafted and finely tuned gameplay experiences that will be remembered deep within our hearts for many years to come over the sheer processing power of some of these PC towers. We can take a look at the Wii, for example, which released about 2 decades ago to make you feel even older than you already are. Now, the Wii absolutely revolutionized gaming for the family living room. Yet, it was not capable of running games at 720p, which is high definition resolution, which would seem like it was a standard during the 7th generation of consoles. Hopefully I got that right, but it would seem like high definition resolution would just be a standard of the 7th gen consoles, since they were all capable of it, but the Wii. Despite its weakness in processing power, the Wii still brought us absolute master classes in the medium, such as Donkey Kong Country Returns, Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, and Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess, just to name a few. There's many more, but those are just a few. Could it just be dumb luck? I think not. But Nintendo is going to need to get the release of the Switch 2 right if they hope to continue their vice grip on the current console market and landscape. We now live in the year 2025, where our taxes are being paid or done for by robots, and food comes to us from tubes out of our ceiling, and we no longer have to work anymore. And in this year, if you haven't been living under a rock for at least like the past 3 to 4 years, I believe, there's a new guy on the block. Valve, the creators of Steam and some cool games like Portal 2, and that one game that everybody makes memes out of. Yeah, you know exactly which one I'm talking about. It's Team Fortress 2. But Steam has also entered the console/handheld market as well with their Steam Deck, which is capable of running high-end AAA games like Concord and Skull and Bones and Assassin's Creed Valhalla, all at a crisp HD resolution at a nice and solid 60 frames. Just look at it. Look at it oozing with power. Now, I believe the Nintendo Switch 2 base model should at least have 4 hours or more of battery life to compete with the current PC handhelds in the market. Now, I have this dude here. He's listed at 4 hours battery life, but on a good day, I might get an hour and a half or 2 hours. Now, I believe the Switch 2 console should be able to display a beautiful picture. Now, I believe the Switch 2 model should be able to display a crisp 1080p resolution in handheld and a beautiful 4K display in docked mode to compete with the current market. For the PS5 and the series are both capable of this, and some of the handhelds when docked to a specific monitor, that is. We have hit a time where games are getting bigger, more demanding, more expensive, but not better? So when people are looking at where to put their dollar, we would hope for an experience that's at least either on par or a little better than what the competition has to offer. Like me, not everybody is into the nitty-gritty of the specs, but for Switch 2, I would really love a system that could run games at least 60 to 120 frames while in docked mode with that beautiful 4K display resolution on the TV. And at least, this just needs to be like basic, this just needs to be a given. at least a solid and stable 60 frames per second. You know what they say? You know what they say, a stable frame rate's better than a jumpy one. And please give us front-facing speakers. I haven't really looked at that many leaks, but we need front-facing speakers that sound fine, or at least decent. Now I'm going off the script right now. This Switch 2 needs seamless and as close to perfection as you can get cooperative experiences, okay? I'm talking me and the boys out on a Saturday night after hitting, oh my god. I'm talking me and the boys out and about on a Saturday night, deep in an alley with 4 GBAs, with 1 connector or 4 connector, however it worked, with only 1 cart for the Mario Kart GBA, but all 4 of us can play. That's the level of co-op experiences that I am talking about. I'm talking me and the boys go on a camping trip to take a break from technology, but we all forgot to leave our Switches, and we break them out to run up the singles, doubles, and the money matches and whatever Smash Bros comes out along the fire. That is the levels of seamless co-op that this console needs. I'm talking me and the boys hit up another campsite with 4 dudes that also got the Switch 2, and then we're running 4v4s for money at the fire. That's the level of cooperative experience that needs to be off of 1 cartridge too. We need to be able to have a LAN party off of a single Smash Bros cartridge for the money match. That's the type of cooperative experiences that this system needs desperately. I know, I'm cooking. Screen capture functionality. I mean, the Switch could screenshot, so it's kind of a given. The Switch 2 will screenshot. I kind of just wrote this down because I mean on X, I don't know the PS5's capturing functionalities, but at least on Xbox, you know, you can capture anything from like 15 seconds to I believe like 2 minutes if you just press that button. So yeah, people create content nowadays. I'm just standing here and I guess I'm doing whatever that is. So yeah, some better like integration or just seamlessness between getting clips for like background or some shit you want to show off is awesome. Now, cool accessories. I was gonna say I'm going off the script, but then my old phone just hit the ground. So basically, I feel like there's at least 1 accessory that kind of had an identity along with a Nintendo console. I mean, the SNES, you could argue the Turbo Effects chip. I don't know if the SNES had like Virtual Boy integration or not, but I think you could count the Turbo Effects chip as an accessory. It's not like it was a part of its identity, but it was something that was kind of popular, okay? But at least with the GameCube, I mean, they had that weird mic, and then you got the handle, the Wii, you got the Mario Kart wheel. That one's pretty big. They tried to do that with the Switch, but it just wasn't as impactful or as cool. So yeah, they just need some sort of accessory. I mean, carrying cases, maybe like a carrying case that also acts as a charger. I've seen some Pro controllers that literally their carrying case also functions as a charger, which is pretty crazy to me, but yeah, not too much to say on the accessories. Day 1 games and pack-in titles are a great way to give your console a great start in the market and also a great place in our hearts. Just like Mario Bros. U on the Wii U. Nintendo has definitely learned from the launch of the Wii U and the abysmal launch of the 3DS. Overpriced, with nothing to play but Nintendogs and Pilot Wings. In order for Nintendo to not play catch up like they definitely have in the past and kind of deserved, at least with the Wii U and 3DS, is that they need to have a solid lineup, solid pack-in titles. We going off again. Now I'm talking, what if we could play a new Zelda experience at 4K resolution, 120 frames. Just imagine. Just imagine. An NB can dream. Well, that was pretty much it. The Switch 2 needs to get its stuff together to succeed. Yes, it is taking me this long to get this bit ready.